Hello, Accelerated Math 6-7 students. We are beginning our 23rd video. Again, we started our new module, so this is actually Module 2, Lesson 4, and it's called Creating Division Stories. So I'm going to turn to that on page 45. Here we go. Okay, Creating Division Stories. So our goal for today is, today we will practice understanding division of fractions by writing our own word problems. The question that I want you to be thinking about within this lesson is, how do you divide fractions? Okay, and then some things to remember that you need to know about writing your own division story is, when dividing a fraction by fraction, first, determine a common denominator. Second, draw a model. Third, find the answer, divide straight across. Fourth, choose a unit of measure. And fifth, write a word problem. Okay, now this is a little bit different because we haven't really actually talked about incorporating the common denominator yet, but I am going to show you with this lesson today. So the first thing that I want you to try is, the try it problem is 1/2 divided by 1/8. 1/2 divided by 1/8. So basically what you do is you write down what you have, so 1/2 divided by 1/8. And if we look back up here under the first step, it says determine a common denominator. So we're looking at the 2 and the 8. So for me, what I'm telling myself, the common denominator, obviously for me, is going to be 8, because 2 goes into 8 and 8 goes into 8. So how do I get from 2 to 8? I multiply by 4. And what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So 1 times 4 is 4. So now 1/2 is equivalent to 4/8. This is already an 8, so 8 times what gave me 8 times 1. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So 1 times 1 is 1. Now, the second step says draw a model. Okay, so we have 1/2. So remember, we start with a whole, and then we cut it in half. And what we're dealing with is a half. Okay, then it says that we are supposed to divide it by an 8. Okay, and so basically the other way around when we would do this is that we would cut that into 8 equal pieces, but we're not doing 8 equal pieces, we're doing 1/8. So what we need to do is find the common denominator, and the common denominator here is actually 4/8. So we're going to separate this into 8s, being that 4 of them are colored in and 4 of them are not because we don't have them, right? So we only have this side of our model. And then it's asking how many 1/8 fit into what we have. And so let's count them. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, and here's 4. So now if you look up here, you can see that the model also matches what we do on the third step, which says find the answer, divide straight across. So here we go. What is 8 divided by 8? 1. What is 4 divided by 1? 4. What is 4 divided by 1? 4. So the answer to this problem would be 4. And as you can see, 4 1/8 pieces fit into 4/8. Okay, and so the model represents that. And then the fourth step says choose a unit of measure. And so the unit of measure, I'm going to say pizza, pieces of pizza. Okay, so we can say that there are 4 1/8 pieces of pizza in a half of pizza. Okay, so there are 4 1/8 pieces of pizza in a half a pizza. And so last thing we're supposed to do is write a word problem. So we're going to say there was half of a pizza left. How many 1/8 pieces are in the half of pizza? Is that a word problem? The answer is yes. So there you go. You just did the whole process. Step 1, find a common denominator. Step 2, draw the model. Step 3, divide straight across. Step 4, choose your unit of measure. And step 5, write your word problem. So that's how we did that. Okay? So the next one that we want to do to help us with that, with the common denominator, is your job is to do this exact same process, and I have decided which problems you're going to complete. So on your own, for homework, what you are going to do is you're going to take 3/4 of something, and you're going to divide it by 1/2, remembering that question, how many half pieces fit into 3/4? Okay, going over the steps again, find the common denominator, draw the model, then divide straight across, figure out the answer, choose a unit of measure, and then write a word problem. And you're going to do that for all 3 of these problems. The second one is 3/4 divided by 1/8, and your last one is 5/6 divided by 1/4. So you're going to try those on your own, and we're going to check those on the board in the morning when you get to school. Okay? So, very quickly, let's revisit. How do you divide fractions? We've actually found several different ways now, okay? Just as a quick review, we did the common denominator method, we did the area model, we've done the noun-adjective model, and so that's 3 different ways that I have taught you. 3 different ways that I have taught you to divide fractions. So there's quite a few. Going back to our goal for the day, today we will practice understanding division of fractions by writing our own word problems. By the time you get finished with these 3 problems over here, you will have 3 problems that you created on your own to show me that you understand how to divide fractions. Okay? So it was pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I think you can get through it together, and I can't wait to hear your problems tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye!